Gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the MDL Changsha Major. We are taking a look at our second game of this wonderful, wonderful group stage here in Group B. Oh man, and I'm actually feeling like there might be some problems with Dota audio. Is it happening? Am I? Oh no, it's there. All right, God. Oh, I had a panic attack for a moment because I didn't hear things. I usually hear things, and I freaked out and I thought it was gone. But I'm Lyrical, joined as well by the wonderful Lacoste. My man, how you doing? Lacoste? Oh no! Hello? Are you there? Lacoste? I can't hear you. Are you there? Let me see. He might actually just be in my thing, and I'm silly. Hello? Lacoste? I can hear you. Oh, there you are. Hello, I can hear you now. You can't hear me. God damn it. Alright, let's go to the Discord channel. You know, it's always a little bit of a struggle when you get these ones happening. You pop out, you think that things are going to work, and then they just don't. But you end up turning it back around, and suddenly we got ourselves the Skywrath Mage and the Axe combo.
Hello.
Which is terrifying. Can you hear me now? You can't hear me, can you? You can't hear me. Can you hear me now? You can't hear me, can you? You can't hear me at all. God dang it. Alright, hold on a second. Let's try this again. Lacoste, are you there? Hello?
I'm there now.
Oh, we got it. It worked. Thank goodness.
It feels like there's some problem with the Discord.
I think it might be, right? Because it's like suddenly it works, and then it doesn't again. It's weird.
Yes. We're just going to blame it on someone else because it could not be our fault.
Absolutely.
If it was my fault, I would just apologize, and I demand the same reaction from anyone else. If it's your fault, you apologize. Otherwise, I'm just going to destroy my items. So we have Axe and Skywrath Mage. That's why they banned the Axe in the first phase. This hero is so good right now. I talked a little bit about them in the first one, paired up with a hero like a Skywrath Mage. This is like faceless. This is like a faceless void combo, but a bit worse, but still works with less cooldown, of course.
Well, and we saw another Skywrath combo together with another hero, which was the Sand King earlier today. I think it was Infamous that was running it, and it also looked really good. It feels like not just as like Axe very strong, but Skywrath is like this bully that sits. Actually, you know what it's like? You know how there's bullies? There's like the one that's the big guy, and then there's like the little skeevy guy behind with like a little stick, and he's like gonna poke somebody, right? Like that's what Skywrath Mage is. He sits behind somebody that's big and tough, and he just like pokes you in the eye the whole time through. What a hero! My God.
Yeah, he's hiding behind someone else because he's not that strong when you actually slap him a couple of times.
Exactly. And Axe is the one that's going to be the meat shield in front of him. Well, how do you deal with this lane then? What do you do? Oracle is not very strong in lane normally.
No, but maybe with the Fate's Edict, he can keep people alive. Really good against the Skywrath Mage overall, has 2 defensive capabilities. But they're going to need to have a strong laner or just put a tri-lane. So I don't know what this Lash is going to be. We see more and more of like an off-lane Lash or just position 4 Lash rack on a dual lane. Skywrath Mage is a hero that fits FY profile. His greedy support that deals ton of damage and can be very active early on.
Right.
I see a lot of Skywrath Mage in my pubs. Not sure about you. There's still a lot of things to discover in this patch, which heroes are good for the dual lanes and the good pairing combos. Skywrath Mage just builds like 2-3 null talismans, just boots, and then builds into Road of Atos, which gives him ability to pick off. So he's like the Dark Willow. Like he can if he gets the Road of Atos, he can solo kill your core.
It's kind of ridiculous. And to your answer, no, I don't get a lot of the Skywrath Mages in my pubs. It tends to just be Pudges everywhere that mishooks spectacularly.
That's the worst. I have over 1,000 games on Pudge.
Yeah.
My favorite hero of all time.
Of course.
I mean, I have 1,000 games in Dota 2. For Dota 1, I probably have like two maybe 3,000 games on Pudge. That's how much I played. But the hero feels so weak right now, Pudge.
Yeah.
Like, you should not pick that hero because it does not contribute anything to those dual lanes. You're really weak.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a good counter. Silencer against Oracle. Once you go in with the axe, you're always going to be afraid of the Oracle, and he can disrupt the Skywrath Mage combo. But for the team fights, he can just pop the global, and Oracle is completely shut down.
Definitely. Now, the one thing that's a little bit scary about that, too, and the sort of flip side of that coin is after that happens, LGD are kind of lacking from that way to, like, shut that down. So I kind of feel like it'd be cool for Vega to go for, like, a lot of low cooldown type of heroes that can keep the fight going. I guess that's kind of what Axe does, though, in a way. So it might be hard to make that work regardless. Is there anything that stands out to you that fits the bill for that, or is there anything else that you feel like Vega Squadron need to look towards to deal with this threat?
I'm just thinking how they can deal with this silencer. So this could be a good way. Beastmaster, if he goes for a Shadow Blade, they need a pickoff hero.
Yeah.
To kill the silencer before he can pop the ulti. They want to get the heroes that get on top of the silencer, surprise him before he can pop the ulti. So Beastmaster fits the profile.
I kind of feel like it's nice too because it's like that extra little bit of vision. Normally you could see something like a Night Stalker taken to try and like counter out that extra vision that you get from the Beastmaster, but with Axe already taken, seems unlikely. Instead, LGD are going to go for a Slark, an Ame classic if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, none of these three heroes provide anything. Not sure. The good counters for a Slark are Troll, Faceless Void, that can man fight him, but you also need one control hero. Maybe they can put Leshrac on a mid lane. He can get out of the hex, so Shadow Shaman and Lion are also really good counters to a Slark always. Because even if he decides to go on you, you just hex him and can easily kill him or just TP out because he can get rid of that.
And Wraith King taken now of all heroes. I don't know about this one. This is a bold move.
I think I've seen in one of the games Wraith King as a counter. Just like I consider Wraith King to be a counter for hero like a Doom because you have 2 lives, or a Faceless Void, so you just want to tank the Chrono because they can't kill you twice.
Right.
But against the Slark, you're just free stats for him.
Yeah.
He can dodge your spell, and then you're not going to do anything. And if you die once, you're going to die twice. I just don't feel Wraith King is a good counter to a Slark. Maybe they prove me wrong. I hope so. I always love to learn new things.
Definitely. And that's the thing is, like, not only does it not feel like it's a great answer for the Slark, like, in lane against the Axe, isn't that, like, really hard to deal with, or am I wrong there? I don't know. I feel like there's something we're missing.
I played Axe and Skywrath Mage yesterday. This lane, I played
at the same time. That's amazing, man. You are so good at Dota.
This is this is so good because you get Battle Hunger level 1 and you throw a couple of Arcane Bolts, and if there's a support, he usually comes with let's say 4 tangos, with 2, 3 tangos. Doesn't matter. You can just out harass him, and you don't feel the influence of that hero in the lane at all.
Right. Yeah, that's scary. And I guess
Battle Hunger got buffed. Doesn't cost much mana, so you can pretty much spam it. Mm-hmm. And when you get to the level 2, you can play as aggressive as possible with the double slow from Concussive Shot and Battle Hunger. You just go in, tank the creeps. He can't get close. This is a really, so far, the only hero I like here is the Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Well, like, sadly, you can't repick 3 heroes. You can only repick 2. Just kidding.
So the other thing, too, about this is it feels like the one like upside that you might have on Vega Squadron's lineup is that Silencer can sometimes be exploited as a bit of a leak laner. And
what is this last hero? I can't even see it. They just say that they picked... Oh, wait, it's Ricky.
Nice. I like that. That's good.
So Leshrac is going to be a mid laner. That's why they banned the Lina, because Lina pretty much destroys those Queen of Pains, those Leshracs on mid, and scales well into the lane game. I guess the reason why they picked Ricky is because Slark can't use the Dark Pact. Ricky is one of the gonna call it better heroes in terms of ganking heroes like a Slark, like a Faceless Void, which rely on their ability to jump away from the fights. So, yeah, even if Ricky uses ulti, Pagana can just equipify someone and save people. Like this, and this counters Lash. Like, he will need to build an early BKB, otherwise he's just gonna be food and deal a ton of damage to himself because of the Pagana's ward.
Last game I felt like I liked Vega Squadron's draft more, and LGD came out on top. Granted, I mean, obviously they can make some distinctions there. This game, I feel like I really like LGD's draft more. Like, where is Vega Squadron's damage going to come from? And it feels like LGD are just going to like start knocking on their towers so quickly, and I don't know where their damage really lies. Like, Oracle can do a good amount of damage early, but once teams start grouping up, he's just so easy to blow up, and I'm very concerned.
Yeah, as you mentioned, no damage for them. And all of these heroes need a lot of time to come online. You need to have a Raid King who needs time to farm up his items. Ricky, not so useful early on. Also, you have Oracle, who is level dependent, and Lash needs a lot of farm. So if this game doesn't go well at the early stages for them, these heroes are not a comeback hero. So this could potentially be another 20-25 minute game from LGD.
Yeah, and like I was trying to say before that Ricky pick came out, I do think one way you can maybe exploit it is I don't feel like the Slark silencer lane is that strong at level 1. I think it's actually really weak at level 1.
Yeah, Slark is weak at the early stages, so if you put a good lane against him, he can't farm. But Slark got a couple of buffs because of his region, so you get 2, sometimes I even see 3 mangoes on him. Look at his region. 5 per second.
That's crazy.
That's 300 per minute, Gabe.
Wow!
That's EU math right there.
That's
like
amazing.
He regens half of his HP just by staying there for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the new Nyx assassin.
That being said, if you're sitting in lane for a minute trying to regen your HP, you're not hitting creeps most likely. So.
Yeah, but you're regening anyway. You're just by being alive, all right?
Yeah. Oh, Zayat, they're chasing down Chalice here, maybe trying to take advantage of this early level 1, not very strong axe, and a lot of damage going through. He is falling low, but not dead yet. They won't find a kill, and instead, it's Zayat that goes down. They turn on to FY, and maybe a chance to get him, but again, it's not quite in range. They salved up with Chalice, and a very disheartening beginning to this laning stage as Palantimos, he turns again, wants to take down the Skywrath Mage. FY again walks away. They miss uphill. 10 HP. He's gonna go down, though. So they do find that kill finally. But, man.
Whoa. I thought they're going to go for Ricky right away because he showed Ricky is really weak. 500 HP. I thought they were going to use Battle Hunger on him, but they just slowed the Raid King down so he can't deal the damage. And they had enough just to kill him with a couple more Arcane Bolts. Sentry Ward on FY and on Zayat. So whoever places it first is going to be in a bad position because they already saw that. Oh, Ricky.
Oh, my God. It's a long time for him to fade back into there, too. And actually, with the Sentry Ward already there, he's... Whew, man. Hurting. Well, the other thing to mention is that we talked about like Slark getting zoned out early on. They've decided to send the Beastmaster solo down here, which means that X-Nova just gets free pot shots with the Glaives of Wisdom. And I guess they've decided that they really want to make sure that Palantimos gets his farm going.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to rotate 3 heroes top because they have weak heroes, especially at the early stages.
Yeah.
This lane is so good, Axe and Skywrath Mage. Look at them. You have 3 heroes and you can't do anything.
They're winning the lane actively by this happening. And like Palantimos is almost dead underneath his own tower. Slayer's taking a ton of damage too. He can go for the purge off of Fortune's End if he wants to of the Battle Hunger, but my goodness, look at that damage. And he does have his mangoes. He's got 12 regen when he's got his Tango running. But this is a hard lane for them to deal with, and Slark is free farm.
Oh, look at Ricky, man. He used all of his regen. Flask, Tangos, now he has 10 magic sticks. FY could be in a problem. If they get a stun, they could get a kill.
Oof.
Ricky.
Palantimos even ended up popping his mango for that, and FY healing back up again. Damage is going to be there to find the kill. Zayat.
Good play from Slayer.
He'll get out of there.
You first use Purifying Flames, and meanwhile, just cast the Fortune's End. So when the HP drops, you pop the Fortune's End, and you don't have enough time to regen up, and then you just die.
I will say there are few hero player combinations that really scare me. Like, there's some of them out there that people talk about, like Miracle Invoker, you know, the mid-1 Ember Spirit, all that stuff. Ame, Slark, and Morphlane to me are two of the scariest out of the safe lane, and he has gotten complete and total free farm in this one, even pulling the creep waves over to the hard camp and getting farm at the same time. I would be very worried right now if I was Vega Squadron.
Yeah, usually when enemy hero pulls the creep wave, you are angry, but if you do it yourself, then, then you're not. This top lane is just so strong. Like, even if FY dies, you don't get too much out of it. You get 200 gold for it, but then he respawns and comes back to a lane with 800 mana pool.
Yeah. Well, when you look at this right now, and Skywrath Mage is keeping it just at 1 point right now of Arcane Bolt, and then getting multiple points in Concussive Shot. And, well, Zaya needs to be careful. If he actually shows his face at all, he's just dead. So
yeah, Concussive Shot scales better, and most of the time you don't even need Ancient Seal at all. Yeah. Maybe 1 level. That's it. When you're playing position 5 Skywrath Mage, if you're playing position... Did I say 4 or 5? When you play position 4, then you don't need to max out your Ancient Seal. But if you're playing a 5, then you're not going to get too much kills and levels out of it, so you're going to need to prioritize that one.
And Ricky is just like sitting here and they're just looking at him,
mid lane.
Oh god. Leshrac, they make the rotation over and Undershock going to live. Stays alive there with the raindrops, saving lives. I've just been keeping my eye on this top lane where Zayat again takes a lot of damage here. Just hurting.
I mean, your Wraith King is level 2, 5 minutes in. And then you have Oracle and Ricky who are level 3. Which is not good.
Like you said, it's 5 minutes in. It's a 2,000 gold lead.
Yes, rune spawning. They should pick up the runes. Let's see who's going to pick them up. It feels like a lot of players need a lot of time to adjust to some certain changes in the newest patch.
Yeah.
Like, no one picks up the rune. They're not that worthy, but I mean, if you pick up 3 or 4, then they are.
Definitely. Stun there, now on to Chalice. Lots of damage coming in. He does manage to pop his stick, so still living for the moment. Chase coming from Ricky. They find the kill with the Purifying Flames. Something going right there for Vega Squadron.
Yeah, Silencer is really strong in a tri-lane.
Yeah.
So bottom lane is now Slark, who's level 6, against the Beastmaster level 4. He can just farm the lane and farm the side camp. The Slark is going to have pretty much a free game, so Silencer should stick on the top lane, try to get some intelligence up.
Speaking of Silencer,
top, I don't mean being alone there.
Yeah, he is taking a lot of damage, although they will kick down Zayats, and now actually going to take down Palantimos as well. LGD, again, dominant in this top lane. And
yeah,
right now they're winning 3 lanes.
I love to play Silencer. The worst feeling you can get is when you die before you get the kill, so you don't get any intelligence up. Especially on the heroes like a Wraith King, who has pretty limited mana pool, not enough intelligence, pretty stupid hero.
Well, speaking of stupid heroes, oh, Blizzy gets out actually. That guy's smart.
Mid lane, they're trying to make a go on maybe, but he knows something is up. How's Lesh doing? 33 against 36 on Pugna.
Yeah. He is going for the Yule Scepter build first, it looks like. Needing to be able to survive an initiation coming from a Slark eventually that they know will come, as Ame getting close to taking down this tower, about 7 minutes, and a gold lead that's going to be accentuated to 5,000 now at 7 minutes. Cost, man, this is looking rough.
Yeah, the top lane is demolished, bottom lane as well. Mid lane is doing pretty equal. They need to rotate. Yes, there is Leshrac deeping top, plus 3 heroes coming from the side. They just need to outnumber them.
All right, maybe a chance, maybe a hope, maybe a prayer. They do manage to take down that axe. Everybody gets a little piece of it. Now maybe also going to be able to find that Skywrath Mage. Body blocks coming in from Zayats. Look at this. Pretty nifty there as well, and FY decides to turn and run away. Not going to happen. They take down that Skywrath Mage.
Zayats, man. Such a great player. That body block, plus he actually scouted him out. Meanwhile, mid lane is going to go down as well. So that's 3 towers, 8 minutes in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's going to pick up the invis. Yes, he's going to pick it up.
And Ame comes in and takes away the stack from Blizzy, who can just look on as the Slark waited for him to farm it, and now he goes. Silence is there onto the Slark. A little bit scary, but they find the kill as well. Maybe shows up, takes him down, does have another one of the Nether Blast. Almost enough, but not quite. Zaya gets out. And also, Undershock finds another kill onto Chalice. So trades going out as Undershock almost dead. Fates Edict keeping him alive. They wait for it to wear off. Able to dodge away from the stun. FY just playing with him. Well, walking back and away.
He's going to go again.
He wants to take this. 3. Oh, almost there. Needs one more hit, but it's not going to happen. And FY finally having gone too far is going to be punished.
He didn't use the Ancient Seal before. He casted Concussive Shot, which didn't deal enough damage because it already hit and the Ancient Shield was not casted before.
Yeah.
So they pop 2 shrines just to keep 2 heroes alive. Still 5,000 gold lead. The Silencer with the 0 intelligence stolen. That feels sad, man.
Yeah.
Beastmaster, maybe I spoke too soon. He's not going to go down. Another raindrop.
But this is the strength of maybe on this hero, as he just walks around, hits a couple of Nether Blasts off, and he is starting to take down these towers. Just about 10 minutes into this right now. Again, the top net worth inhabited by LGD by a pretty wide margin, and Vega Squadron sort of just resorted to moving around the map and competing for jungle creeps. Like, it's so hard for them to stand in any lane at all.
Yeah, as I mentioned, these heroes are really not a comeback heroes. You have Ricky, who is what, level 5.5. He's probably going to be the one to buy the tome. Also, Oracle is high leveled, almost level 6. So Ricky is level 6 right now. He should move with the Beastmaster and try to get a kill. Roar plus his ulti is a deadly combo. Ricky, they have a reveal, has a sentry ward.
That doesn't feel good. The Roar to just stop him from killing him. So Ame almost at Shadowblade, 10 minutes in, as well as Treads and Aquila. This guy is farmed out of his noggin. But they know
they don't have the response to a Slark.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Global is up. They're going to need to catch Slark in Smokescreen. That's the only way to kill him.
Good recognition there. Global Silence comes out. They're walking forward for this one. They take down that Oracle. And no real chance for them to stop it. Zayat running away again from Ame, who does have a sentry ward in his pocket if he wants to drop that one down. They get sight right now of Undershock, able to find the Silence, and he is in some trouble. They find the call, pulling him back and away from the rest of his team. There's going to be the Lightning Strike as well. That's Skywrath Mage dead, and again, LGD overextending.
Yeah, they still didn't use the Slark. Slark is on a different side of a map. Once he uses the Shadow Blade, they're gonna need to invest so much money in the sentries. And also Riki. You saw Riki using ulti with no phase boots. He just tickles.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, you kind of feel like he's gonna need to get into like at least an Aquila on top of it to really provide any type of damage. There is a sentry ward here as well as an observer ward that could spot him if they head a little bit over there to the west side of the map, but Zayat just going to back out again, playing things a little bit safe.
If you look at his skill build, he went for level 4 Smokescreen, which is kind of a right play at this moment because he wants to keep Slark in this AoE. AoE increases, movement slow increases, and that's how they're going to kill the Slark.
Yeah. Man, Wraith King is still just so broke. Going for an armlet next, and It is the type of item that gives you a lot of quick damage very
quickly.
I wanted to not say that, and then I realized there's no way for me to save this, so I'm just going to go for it. But yeah, they get him damaged very quickly. But I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get in there in the way that he would want because you don't have that blink dagger early.
Yeah, he's going to have a hard time positioning himself in these team fights. And also there's Pugna, so he relies on right clicks with just one Decrypify, plus also has Ether Lance. It's going to be really hard for Wraith King to deal damage.
Ame's found himself a Blizzy yet again, and Blizzy TP in his backpack. That one hurts.
Like, you're going to have enough time to TP if you just keep it in your inventory, just TP right away. When the first time he hits you from a Shadow Blade, instant TP, Beastmaster has 5 armor and a lot of strength, so he should be able to survive that.
Couple more D-wards there. Vega Squadron losing all of their vision and now also going to lose their Ricky. Zayat dead yet again. And now slow down. Paladimos wanted to farm that one, but he is going to be punished in a heavy fashion. Although, stun coming around. Turn to FY. Force Staff trying to get him out of there. You really want to chase this one down. He does have his ultimate available. But losing that for what looks to be almost nothing, a good Fate's Edict. There's going to be the Global coming out a second too late, but Ame's still there. They take him down, and now Wraith King coming back up again. They're managed to find the Roar onto the Axe, but Ame's still there. Large and in charge, jumps forward, finds himself under shock, and is going to be able to blow up that Leshrac. Now finding more. They take down the Beastmaster yet again. And Ricky, the lone survivor, but not for long, as they are going to take him down as well. 5 dead yet again. LGD, they have not stopped.
This is just brutal, man. They can't do anything with their heroes. Wraith King has 2 lives of nothing. That's the best hero to kite around, especially if you have a Force Staff, Decrypify, Global Silence, a lot of slow from Concussive Shot. This hero can't do anything in this game.
And we've talked about, like, you know, the big problem that Ame is going to present in this game. But the other problem that we haven't even really touched on at all, that much at least, is Pugna, who's top net worth at the moment. Has a Force Staff already, and he's going to be able to siege these towers. That's one of the big problems that you run into with Slark sometimes, is the ability to take high ground. Pugna solves that.
Most of the time, when you have a Slark lineup, I'm talking about Slark lineups, probably in your pubs, you lack tower damage. So you end up with the Slark having 20 kills, 0 deaths, but you can't finish the game because you can't go for the objectives.
Oh, and another round. They will find Chalice again. Just continuing to be that meat shield that dies. So he's had a little bit of a rough game for himself in spite of still being ahead of everybody on Vega Squadron's team.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive play from Chalice. Caught out of position a couple of times.
Oh.
And every single kill pretty much that they have has been going to the Oracle. Oracle's been getting those last hits with the Purifying Flame, so other heroes are not getting the items. He's the one who's getting all the gold.
Well, and it's not even really his fault. Like, they need his damage to get those kills.
Yeah, that's true.
It's tough. Hard game. Ooh, they find Chalice again. And now Vega Squadron need to come up with an answer. They're trying to chase towards Ame. Do they have anything? God, I mean, Blizzy like dreams of a Necro book. They don't have a gem. Ame wants this. You can tell, but playing it safe.
They're gonna pick up a gem soon. Silencer has one queued up, only needs 100 gold, then they can get rid of the vision, give it to a Slark against the Ricky. Ricky forced to use the ulti. They're gonna pop a sentry.
No. They catch him yet again, and a quick kill there finishes it off. And, well, they also dunk the courier. Chalice chasing. Going to be able to find the call there onto the Beastmaster, pulling him a little bit further forward as the rest of LGD chases it out. Concussive Shot is going to connect, but they don't decide to dive. Holding off for the moment.
So Gem is picked up by a Silencer. He needs to use the chicken. They're going to get rid of all the vision, even though they don't have any at the moment. Take
him down. They find that kill. That's a big one. Just walked into a stun.
Yeah, that's a good hill. He climbed uphill and just went into a Lash Raid King combo. Lashrak is one of the better heroes against the Slark because he can deal damage during his ulti. A lot of AoE.
Yeah. Somnus again, going for the Dagon build now.
That's level 2 Dagon. Finished almost. Oh yeah, he has enough money to buy it. Like he can just burst people with Skywrath Mage's Ancient Seal. They can blow up people. The Cripify plus that.
I mean, and
like
they need everybody.
Damage.
I mean, that's one of the things, right? Is that you need like all of the heroes of Vega to stay alive. Definitely feels like it's a game where Fate's Edict is going to be very valuable, but is the Oracle going to be able to stay alive long enough to cast it out enough? Palantimo stove forward. Ame found him. He does have his ultimate still. Pops the armlet, but it is going to be for naught as they blow up the Riki. They take down the Wraith King. He's coming back, but not for long as they miss the pounce, but will find the kill. Palantimo's dead again.
Also, the thing about Axe against the Wraith King, you can dunk him once before he uses his ultimate. And then you're going to have increased attack and movement speed, and you just rip him apart.
Yeah. Man.
Again.
Over and over. So, LGD getting ready to potentially siege high ground. I guess Ame is, you know, a little bit away from him. He also has that gem at this point. But they're going to start throwing out these other blasts. The call does end up connecting there onto the Leshrac. Pull him back in yet again. There's a Riki ultimate. But there is no follow-up. And Zayat instead almost dies. He is going to go down. FY getting the kill. And again, no response. This is all without Ame there at all. He's just chilling.
They don't need him. He's just lurking around the other side of the map. If someone decides to go greedy, try to split push, he can pick him off. They have enough tower damage with just Pugna.
Oh. And Skywrath Mage ahead of the Beastmaster, catching up slowly to the Wraith King. Game is feeling mighty tough. If you're Vega Squadron, how do you sort of... What do you need to do to come back into this at all, to get any type of momentum under you?
We're gonna need to smoke up, try to find a kill. Maybe with Wraith King's Blade Mail, he can turn some damage. It's hard, man. This is 20,000 network lead, 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned that they don't have the best lineup to start with, and these heroes are not a comeback heroes. That's where the difference comes from. Now Ame is on the hunt. He's gonna get the courier. Nah.
Oh, Chalice, LGD waiting for their moment. They make the call, and good Yule Scepter there to the side, but they do blow up Slayer in the meantime. That's their defensive hero. He does buy back, though. This is looking like it could maybe be okay here for Vega Squadron, as they've got themselves the Pugna Ice Slay as well, but they walk into the Mystic Flare. Blitzy is dead. A double kill for Somnus. It was looking good for only a moment. And now the Wraith King going down once. Can they take him down yet again? Ame still hasn't even fully brought himself into this fight, but they have lost 2 on LGD. Now Zayat looking for more, wanting to chase these guys down. He's thrown to silence, but there's going to be Slark. Ame shows up, turns out onto Undershock as well. Need to be a little bit careful there. Lots of damage forward. They're tearing him apart. They find that kill. The Andis pops. And now Undershock left just trying to pick up the pieces. TPing away from there. He does get out. So it could have been worse. And in fact, Zayat, as they try and bring him down, they do get a kill nonetheless with the gem there. It was okay.
The Sion Disc, yeah, kept them alive. As Axe initiated, only caught 1 hero. He should be careful about initiating. His primary target should be Leshrac right now because he has the Yule Scepter. So even if he goes in, he's just gonna throw him in the air. Yule Scepter, one of the better items against the Axe, until he gets the BKB up, which is pretty far away from at this point.
Yeah.
Also, Riki got that huge amount of gold, 1.2k from killing the Somnus.
Very large, and that's one of the things too. You start to get towards the level 2 ultimate now, building a second round of Quillas. This gives so much damage to Riki because of the multiplier with his passive.
I remember Baboka when he played Riki. He had 3 Ring of Achilles at one point.
Yeah.
Just to maximize the damage output.
And this is a hero that, if anybody has not been playing Dota in a little while, they might notice that Ricky is everywhere, and it's because he can start to solo kill people if he gets the farm.
Yeah, but you need the diffusal blade. He can still kill if they keep them in place, but there's a problem because you have a Pugna who has, whether you believe it or not, that's big and 4.
Yeah, that's... Oh. It's a hard game, and now it's going to get a little bit harder as LGD trying to secure themselves Roshan. Now Vega might have an inkling that this is going on. Palantimos, a little bit hard for him to just walk into the pit, but Roche is going to go down, and now walking forward, Ame with a DD. They need to get out of here ASAP as Ame looking for the chase. They're burning through Palantimos, and they have found Slayer right at the start. No chance for that Oracle to get out of there. They follow it up with the Global Silence. They take down the Wraith King once. Now can they take him down again? Aeon Disc actually pops while he was up in the Yules, and Ame pops his own BKB. Turns to fight, seeing if he can take these guys down here. Palantimos turned around upon and killed off. FY gets the kill, and Zayat, last one here, does manage to get taken down as well. One more Dagon, and LGD doing it.
Yeah, Slark is just out of control at this point. He's not afraid of Lash anymore, so he can go in, pop the Aeon Disc, go back, because he has a BKB, and also he found the Oracle before the fight.
Yeah. Very heads-up play there by him to make sure that he takes down that hero that... I mean, if he goes on anybody else, it's just a problem. He does take a lot of damage there, though. Almost gets him and burns through the Aegis, but it would just be the Aegis.
Yeah, Chalice is just tanking all the damage. Like, every time he goes in, initiates, and after that, he dies.
Oh, God.
Beastmaster.
This is not where you wanted to be, Blizzy. Ame just eats him up, and... that happens far too quickly. And now without the Beastmaster, it makes this next hold that much harder. Jump forward, call, Blade Mail there as well. Fate's Edict keeps him alive for the moment, and stun going to come out. Still 40 seconds before his ultimate's going to be off cooldown. Managed to find that silencer, and a Slayer able to take it off of himself, so he does have his save, which he's going to have to use on himself. Now Ame trying to take down that Oracle. As they have killed off the silencer, that's going to be a dead Oracle. Zayat trying to jump over to him. Now, can they get out with anybody else? It's not looking like it. The BKB on Ame, it's too hard to contend with. And even if they did bring him down once, it would have only been the Aegis.
Slarks love to play against Dazzle, against Oracle, whoever is saved by the ulti or the Grave. That's just a free stats for him. 45
Look at him.
At this point.
Going back in again, doesn't give a dang. Ame taking him down again. And look at him, he can go back in again. What's stopping him? Only mana at this point.
He has 300 agility, 300 damage, but 200 agility.
That's crazy.
GG is called.
They knew it. It was just over. They didn't stand a chance at this point.
But I mentioned another 20-25 minute game.
It happens.
There's the 25 minute. The lineup from Vega Squadron was not the greatest. Like really hard lineup to play with, and I love this combo, Axe Skyrat Mage. I think this is gonna be so much popular in this patch. Most of the time, Axe is either gonna be picked or banned. That's just my opinion, but we'll have to see.
I completely agree. I think that this is a lineup that at the very least you need a game plan for it. Like, if you're going to let it through, you have to have an idea. And it feels like that's something that Vega Squadron maybe did have an idea about, but something maybe went wrong with the bans where LGD had an idea of what they're going to go for or something. But in the end, it didn't end up working out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our second round of games in Group B. MDL qualifier, or no, excuse me, not qualifiers, MDL Major continuing on here. And if we take a look at what the rest of the brackets have been doing, it looks like TNC won their first game against Newbie. VCJ Storm and Vici is still going on. That's on the mainstream. So a lot of great Dota 2 still continuing. IG also were able to 2-0 OG. So it's been all 2-0s so far across both of the regions. Maybe a sign of things to come. Lacoste, any other thoughts before we get into our final match of the day?
I think we're going to see a lot of 2-0s today because we have better teams playing against weaker teams. I mean, pretty much our own expected probably for LGD to stomp this game. Same goes what we saw in the previous of our series, Secret against Infamous.
Yeah.
What's our next series?
Next series is IGV versus OG, and OG right now are sitting with 2 losses. I guess I should just say the series. They lost their first series, and IGV also lost their first series. So,
Well, this could be an even game.
yeah, there you go. That's what we can glean from it. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us. We will be back in just a little bit. Myself, Lyrical in Lacoste. You can give us a follow if you want at Lyrical Dota and at Lacoste. It's up in the stream title, and we'll see you guys for more in just a few here in the MDL Changsha Major.